What do you guys think? Do you think I even need that? I want this to be the house YouTube built. Oh my goodness. Today's weather could not be any better. I have no idea what the temperature really is, but it feels amazing. I could probably work in shorts and a short sleeve shirt today. It's that amazing. So all my friends just went home. Jared left. Back to Dallas. Guys, thanks so much for checking out his channel, and hopefully you guys keep up with him. I'm sure he'll be back soon. Good Grub Almighty was freaking awesome out here, cooking for me all the time. Hidden Heights Farm coming out, bringing the quail, dropping off packages. Having Dutch come out was awesome the other day. Having Bo. So, I mean, it's been so awesome that everyone has come out and helped me out and been around and gave me company and, you know, did stuff like that. But man, it feels like, you know, when you have all your family over for Thanksgiving and it's the best time ever, but after like 3 days you're just worn out. You loved it, but you're worn out. That's how I feel. So guys, I know a lot of you want to come out and visit and hang out and do all that cool stuff and help me and all that, but please give me a few days off to myself. I am ready to kind of slow down mentally and physically. Well, not physically, I got a lot of work to do on this little cabin, but I just need some time to myself and just reflect and remember all the good times and bad times and working myself and all that cool stuff. But man, I just feel so fortunate to have everyone coming out and helping, and you guys with y'all's support. So please don't get me wrong on that, but I'm gonna take a few days to myself, and then there are a few people that I'm gonna have come out and help again, but for right now I'm gonna take a few days to myself. But I need a shower. I didn't shower all weekend. I know that's gross. It's just how it is out here, especially when you got dudes with you. And so now that I have the hot water shower, I need to set up an outdoor shower and more of like a bathroom area, I guess, if you want to call it that. And then I need to clean up. I mean, it looks like 3 dudes or 4 dudes spent the weekend and just had a blast. I need to clean that up. So I'm going to clean up the area over there. Good Grub left this big tent thing for me, and so I'm going to use that more as storage, put it all in there so it stays nice and tidy, nice and clean looking. Just because you're out here in the outdoors does not mean you can just throw junk just because people aren't going to see it. I mean, you can if you want, but that's not how I roll. My mom and dad taught me keep things clean, try to keep it organized and all that, so that's what I'm going to try to do and bring out here. Stay on track, organized, and work the best I can. So I'm gonna try to clean that up, but I'm gonna go ahead and I need a shower so bad. All right guys, I'm about to take a shower. No, I'm not gonna show you, don't worry about that, but I got it in here. I'm in this tent thing that Good Grub left. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a shower, and when I'm done, I'll kind of let you know my thoughts on it. I'm not gonna do the full review just yet, but I'm gonna test it out and see how this goes. All right guys, so I just took a shower. Yes, I put the same pants on, but I changed shirts. That's good, right? And I bought a small. I should have bought a medium, so it might rip on me today, but this little shower is awesome. It got up to 115 or 118 degrees, and I did it more like military shower, you know. Turn it on, get wet, lather, you know, turn off the water, lather up, turn it on, rinse off, turn off the water, you know, that type of thing. And it went through probably, for a decent shower, a little over a gallon, almost 2 gallons of water. But I think if you took a normal good shower but you didn't turn it off, you kind of stayed in there and lathered up and did all that stuff, you'd probably go through about 5 gallons of water for a really good shower. I mean, the water heats up in probably 30 seconds or less. I am super impressed. This thing is awesome, but I will do a full review on it, show the entire thing, do, you know, all that stuff in my full honest opinion in like a couple days or a week or something like that. But for now, whew, the shower was amazing. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start putting some lag bolts. I got some with some washers and everything, and then I'll pre-drill the hole, and then I'll ratchet it on, and I'm gonna try to put 2 in each one with all the screws and everything. That way it's gonna hold it real tight. Just finished up, got the lag bolts all the way around, and then right here in the middle I got right there. I'm gonna put 2, but I ran out of lag bolts, so I put 2 in each corner all the way around, so technically 4 in each corner. And then right here I got the 2, and then right here I'm gonna put 2, but for now I just put 1. And yes, it would have been better if I would have notched out the bottom right there for the middle beam, but realistically the walls in the house are gonna be held up on the outside, and down the middle is just gonna be for the floor. So what I'm gonna do is, I know a lot of you have said I need a lot more support, I need a lot more beams going down, or pillars, whatever you call them, all the way around. A lot of you guys think I'm only gonna put this one and that one and nothing in between. Definitely gonna put a lot more. That's been my plan from the very beginning. I'm just trying to get it where it's all squared up and good before I start trying to dig a bunch of holes, because it's extremely hard to dig these holes, as you guys know. So I wanted to make sure I knew exactly where it was before I dug. And then what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is, down the middle, is I'm gonna try to add some either cinder blocks under there and stack them up and cement them together and build a nice beam down the middle. And then possibly do the same thing right here, do the same thing right there, or buy those tubes that you could put down on the ground, fill them with cement and rebar. That's probably better than the cinder blocks, but for the middle I might go with cinder blocks and then the tubes in between all these. That way it holds up a lot of support. I just needed to know exactly where it was all going before I did all that, because it's a ton of work digging it up, trying to square it and doing all that. And I know a lot of people said that these railroad ties are going to rot out extremely fast. These are actually used, and they're in amazing shape. So they are soaked with creosote. Look at this. So this is one that I cut the part off, and as you can tell, it's got it all in there. You can see it on that piece too. It's extremely weather resistant. Yes, it'll rot out eventually, but that's what I'm hoping. If I put those pillars all the way around, then it'll be fine. I do have these brackets in here, which I skipped. So I got this one, this one, this one, skipped that one, did one, skip, 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 and I only put 1 or 2 screws in each one. Actually 2 screws to hold it in. So I need to go back and do the rest of them, brace them up. I just been doing a little bit at a time. And then of course I've got these. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the middle, all the way down the middle, and hold them on. That way I know they're staying nice and true and straight. And then I'll go back and hook the ones on the side. But I also got screws, 4-inch screws, so it'll be holding on here, screwed in through there, and then screws through here. So I think it's gonna be all right. And then, like I said earlier, as you could tell, we got all these screws and lag bolts. So I think it's gonna be all right. But I gotta take a little break real quick It's pretty tough getting a ratchet going all non-stop bending down, and my back's killing me, and that was a good workout. Now that I got the lag bolts in, I put in another pillar here, so that makes it every 8 feet apart there will be one, just like in the front. But I need to come over here and work on this side, put one here, and then I need to put in the middle. I think what I'm going to do is in the middle I might put one, instead of directly in the middle, I might split the difference, and so kind of maybe like 3 feet in, or so maybe like 4 or 5 feet in, 4 or 5 feet in, and then I'm not so worried about these right here. Of course, I gotta go get more lag bolts, like I said earlier. I'm not too worried about that, because the middle is just gonna be the floor. I'm not really gonna have, like, all the weight's gonna be on the outside, on the walls. I will end up putting some kind of braces under that, more than just the lag bolts, but having it there in the middle too will hold up the weight really well. And then once I get this up, I'm gonna go ahead and put some cross beams coming up. But I was talking to my dad, and my first original thought was to put beams like this, where it comes here. But then I started thinking, well, I mean, that's good, but, you know, what if we just do cross beams from there to here, and then from there to there, make like big X's all the way, connecting all of it. That way it's just all really, really tight and good. And I'll use these for like a porch or something else later on. I don't know what I'll use it for, but I'll use those for something else. But if I just do X's from the top to the bottom, from top to the bottom, it'll hold it square from rocking either way. And then I'll do the same thing right here to the middle, and then from the middle that way all the way around. And then I'll do the same thing from here to the middle, there to the middle, and then out this way and out that way. That way this thing just can't turn at all. And then put that plywood on top, and it should lock everything in and make an awesome, awesome foundation. And then of course, like I said, I'm considering putting cinder blocks under halfway through, you know what I mean, like in the middle here, the middle there, middle there. What do you guys think? Do you think I even need that? I want this to be the house YouTube built. Not by the money or nothing like that, or donations, whatever. Just your thoughts, your concerns, your advice. A lot of you guys actually have built your own homes. Some of you have never built a home before. I want your advice as well, because maybe you are in the process of building a home, maybe you've heard from somebody. I don't care. I want this to be the house that YouTube built. And when I first started, I started getting a bunch of comments when people were saying, you need more braces, you need more of that. And it's like, yes, I understand that, but you guys know that I am a first-time home builder from the ground up. I have finished out the inside of a house, I've remodeled houses, but I've never built it from the ground up. So I'll take any and all advice, whether it's good or bad, down in the comments. If you just comment down below in every video that I'm working on this thing and give me your opinion. So my question right now is, do I add concrete, whether it be the tubes that you fill up with rebar, or just concrete blocks will be fine since I already have everything else. But once I have it all braced off, the post coming up, braced off, all that, should I even add cinder blocks, or is it a waste of money? So comment down below and let me know your opinion, and if you have facts, that's even better. But I think realistically these railroad ties will be just fine. They are very, very well treated, but I do want your advice and your opinion, because this will be the house that YouTube built. Now that I have that one in there, and I came over here and did this one, this is not perfect. I'm just trying to level it out. So of course, don't bite my head off on this, but I just have some screws holding it, and then I put rocks underneath because it was just an extra piece I had. But what I'm trying to do is just level this side out and level the middle. So I'll show you what I'm doing under there. I'm just jacking it up, and then once I get it perfectly level all the way around, that's when I'll really start to put it in the ground and do all that stuff. But for now, I'm just trying to get it perfectly level, because it has set for a couple of days and it started to droop just a little bit in the middle, which I knew it was gonna happen. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm just coming in and beefing up the middle of it here, and then trying to level it out. I got it level here and on the other side, so now I just need in the middle. So I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. So like everything else that I do around here, use what you got. I got a 20-ton jack from Harbor Freight. It was only 20 bucks. I've had it for a long time, and that's the best money I've ever spent as far as lifting stuff. But I got these railroad ties, and I'm just gonna jack it up and kind of level it out as good as I can. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. I'm just trying to hold it up until I get some other beams and pillars and stuff up in here. And so let's jack this puppy up. And then I'm just gonna take some of these blocks and stick it up under here. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to hold it up for now. So now I'm gonna go out there, look at it eye level first to see if it's pretty level, and then we'll pull out the level itself and see how everything's looking. So I don't know how well you'll be able to tell on camera, but it looks pretty good. The only side is the farther side over there. I think there's a shadow on it, so I don't know if it's throwing me off, so I'll check with the bubble and all that. But look under here, and it's pretty dang straight. As you can tell, go up, and it's all level across. Then down here, it's level all the way across, which is perfect. It's what we need, just perfectly level all the way. So here's the side I didn't really know about because of the shadow, but it looks pretty good to me. You can tell, comes down, it's pretty level. So up until this point, it's been real bouncy and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little test, kind of walk on it and see if it took that sag out. I think it should, or the bounce out. I think it really should. And then I bought some other boards that I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna cut, and I'm gonna brace them between each one. I don't need to do it down the middle since it's already held down the middle, but I'll do it down the middle of this part and down the middle of that part. So that'll be the next step if I get it from being bouncy. So let's do the bounce test. Pretty stable. So now that that's pretty good, like I said, I'm gonna go and brace down the middle on each side. So I'm gonna measure all that up, cut it, brace it up. Hopefully that'll keep the boards nice and straight. Won't start to bow or bend or anything. We're getting closer to getting finished with this floor here, so getting pretty excited. So as you can tell, it's starting to get braced up. Yes, it's staggered. I know some people don't like that. Some people do it. That's what I'm doing. It's easy to keep it all screwed together and stuff. And this isn't going to help any strength or anything like that, other than keeping these from bowing this way and that way. It keeps them all in line. So it's not holding any weight on it or anything like that. It's just a spacer. So it's really not a big deal. People do this all the time. And now I gotta finish that half and then all the way down that way. So I just finished putting them all in on both sides. It took a little while. I'm just glad that it's finished, but guys, this is so much stronger up here. You can walk on it, it's pretty solid. You can bounce around. It's not really an issue here. So that's like the biggest plus out of all this. I know you are saying he's probably gonna fall, but I'm really, really excited that every day I just get a little more and a little more finished, and it's getting to where it needs to be. And the little cabin in the woods is getting finished, so I'm pretty excited for that. But guys, I'm gonna call it a day. I gotta edit this video, do some other stuff, but I think bad weather is coming, in the next few days. So I'm gonna try to get a new shelter going on, try to work on this as much as I can. I need to find something, some more tarps, I guess, to put the plywood on and cover all the stuff up. This is treated wood, but if I can keep water and rain and possibly snow, it's gonna be snowing possibly, so I need to be prepared for that and keep this as dry as possible. So as always, thank you guys so much for coming along this journey with me. It's been fun, it's been crazy, and this is just the beginning. I'm 6 days into 2020 and we got a house being built here, so super excited. I'm just tired, worn out. You know, working 7 days a week is pretty brutal, even if it's just putting videos out. It's literally 12 to 14 hours a day working, trying to upload videos, doing all that stuff, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I absolutely love the life that I've been given, and I feel very, very grateful to have it, and I'm very blessed to have you guys along with me and all the friends and support and all that stuff that I have. So guys, if you like this video enough, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, comment and share and like and all that cool stuff. I'm not going to pressure y'all into that, but I just thought I would like to end this video on a high note. And some of you probably won't like this, but that's okay. But I just want to say a huge thank you to the man above for allowing me to be out here and giving me the strength and courage and just everything that's going on in my life. I'm just very, very thankful. And if you don't know him, maybe you should look out for him and maybe just say a little prayer tonight. Maybe for me, maybe for you, maybe for a loved one. I don't know, I just felt that in my heart to say that. So guys, love you guys. See you in the morning. Thank you for this awesome, awesome journey.